people, they all seem to want you to take now the reins and push through. You
Aha! Sara D! Sara Duterte! Pagka-vice presidente! Fly high Aguila! Sara D! Siya si Sara D! Sara D! Siya si Sara Duterte! Sara D! Siya si Sara D! Sara D! Pagka-vice presidente! Sara D! Siya si Sara D! Sara D! Siya si Sara Duterte! Sara D! Siya si Sara D! Sara D! Pagka-vice presidente!
Halika na, umikit, limutin ang problema. Hihintayin ang umaga. Basta tayo'y magkasama, laging mayroong umaga. Laylayan ang sikat ng araw, may dalang liwanag sa ating mga harap.
Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
Bangon bayan muli.
Haharapin natin
Sama-sama tayong babangon muli.
Bongbong Sara ang iboto, ipagpatuloy ang proyekto. Ama nila naging Pangulo, Fardy at Rudy, Uniteam tayo. Bongbong Sara ang iboto, ipagpatuloy ang proyekto. Ama nila naging Pangulo, Fardy at Rudy, Uniteam tayo. Bongbong Sara, ipagpatuloy ang proyekto. Ama nila naging Pangulo, Fardy at Rudy, Uniteam tayo. Bongbong Sara, Uniteam tayo.
Tapang at malasakit na sa puso nakaukit, kailan may hindi mawawala, dahil puso ang nagsimula, ang hangaring maibangon, pansay maiahon, ang siyang nananaig ngayon, sa ganang buhay ang naging tugon.
Heto na kami nagsasama-sama, walang takot na nagpapakilala sa'yo't umaasang may bukas pa para sa amin at sa gaya naming magandang buhay lamang ang hangarin.
Kung pagpapatuloy ang pagbabago, itataguyod ang bawat Pilipino.
Sa kanyang talino aahin tayo, lilipad na ang agila, magtatanggol, magmamahal sa ating bansa. Lilipad na ang agila, at bagong araw at pag-asa kanyang dala. Sa kanyang mga pagpag, kasama tayo sa pag-ipag, sa talayang lakas.
Dapat pantay-pantay ang lahat. Walang kasarian, edad o relihiyon. Walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Ang kailangan ng bansa, pagkakaisa ng bayan, disiplinadong mamamayan, tuloy-tuloy na kaunlaran.
Tunay, love you! Huwag ka mag-alala, number one kita!
Siya isang simpleng tao, aking napatunayan. Mapagpakumbaba sa madla at maging sa kaibigan. Siya ay idolo ng marami, matanda at kabataan. Idolo ng inyong lingkod at tunay kong hinahangaan. At ngayong nakita ko na ang tunay na agila sa buong Pilipinas, siya'y aking ipapakilala. Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Di tayo pababayaan, bayan ay aalagaan. Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Di tayo pababayaan, bayan ay aalagaan. Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh sa mga kapatid nating Muslim. May buntag at magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Welcome po dito sa Sara All For You ngayong araw ng Miyerkules. Sa ngalan po ni Mayor Sara Duterte, ako po ang iyong lingkod, Tek Ocampo, live pa rin mula rito sa Davao City. Ngayong araw sa Sara All For You, kilalanin ang dalawang batang rappers na nag-alay ng kanta para kay Mayor Sara Duterte. Samantala, dalawa pang Pinoy artist ang nagbigay ng testimonya para kay Mayor Sara Duterte. Abangan po natin yan dito, maya-maya lang. Matagumpay na ginanap ang meeting de avance ng Uniteam sa Visayas na ginawa sa bayan ng Gimbal sa Iloilo Province kahapon. Hindi matatawaran ang presensya ng libo-libong mga residente at supporters mula sa iba't ibang lugar sa Iloilo Province na dumalo sa meeting de avance ng Uniteam para sa Visayas. Sa kanyang talumpati, muling ipinahayag ni Mayor Sara Duterte ang kanyang suporta para kay Apo BBM sa pamamagitan ng pagkwento at pag-ugnay sa isang insidente ng karahasan sa Davao City na hindi malilimutan ng alkalde. Samantala, muli niyang ipinagmalaki ang kanyang mga nagawa sa Davao City na maaring ipatupad sa buong bansa. At muli ring nagpasalamat ang alkalde sa pagmamahal ng sambayanan sa pamilyang Duterte.
3 days after, namatay si Larry. As a mayor, pag ikaw namamatayan ng ganyan, hindi mo yan makakalimutan. Every time na tumitingin ako sa mga anak ko, nakikita ko ang anak ni Larry. Mga bata na nawalan ng tatay dahil sa mga grupo, mga tao na gustong itabagsak ang gobyerno. Anong koneksyon ni Larry kay Bongbong Marcos? Sa kampanyang ito, hindi si Bongbong Marcos nakipag-usap sa mga grupo na gustong ipabagsak ang gobyerno. Sa kampanyang ito, hindi siya nakipagsundo sa mga tao o mga grupo na sumusuporta sa mga grupo na gusto ipabagsak ang gobyerno. Yan, si Bongbong Marcos. Hindi niya yan ginawa para lang manalo siya. Yan, si Bongbong Marcos. Iboto niyo. Bongbong Marcos will never sleep with the enemies of the state. Never. Ako po si Sara Duterte. kandidato. Ako ang pinakamaganda, totoo yan. Wala tayong argumento dyan. Pero, walang makakatalo sa akin sa tibay ng puso ko. Lalo na sa paggawa ng mga mahihirap na desisyon para sa aking trabaho at para sa bayan. Ang Davao City po, pang-apat, fourth most competitive city sa buong bansa. Pangwalo kami sa pinakamayaman na mga bansa sa buong Pilipinas. Pagdating ng June 2022, wala na kaming utang ng gobyerno doon. Best City Police Office. Sa 4 na taon, natapos namin ang insurgency. Insurgency-free ang Davao City sa pagtatapos ng aking termino. Ang mga tao doon, ang mga Dabawenyo, nakakapagbenta ng isda na hindi na sila takot na merong sumabog na bomba o merong gumawa ng masama sa kanila. Yan po ang unity team namin ni Bongbong Marcos at ni Sara Duterte. Ang aming pong pamilya, ang pamilya Duterte, ay merong malaking utang na loob sa buong sambayanan. Ang ating pong great-grandfather ay mayor ng Liloan, Leyte. Ang ating pong lolo ay dating mayor ng Danao, Cebu, na naging governor ng Undivided Davao Region. Ang aking ama, si Pangulong Duterte. Ang pagmamahal at suporta ninyo at tiwala ninyo simula noon hanggang ngayon ay utang na loob namin sa inyong lahat. Kaya po, ang aming pamilya ay merong pangako. At ako yon. Kasama ang aking pangako sa inyong lahat na gagawin ko ang lahat sa aking trabaho upang tayo ay merong mapayapang pamumuhay dito sa ating bansa. Mga kababayan, ako po si Sara Duterte. Humihingi po ako ng tulong at suporta ninyo pagka-vice presidente ng ating bansa. Maraming salamat! Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
At bago tayo mag-break, shout out muna sa mga support groups ni Mayor Sara Duterte. ISDA o Inday Sara Duterte Ako. Super Inday, Islap o kay Inday Sara, Lilipad ang Pilipinas. At Youth for Inday Sara Duterte.
Ang turo ng aking mga magulang sa aking pagtatrabaho, dapat pantay-pantay ang lahat. Walang kasarian, edad o relihiyon. Walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Ang kailangan natin, trabaho, edukasyon, mapayapang pamumuhay. Ang kailangan ng bansa, pagkakaisa ng bayan, disiplinadong mamamayan, tuloy-tuloy na kaunlaran. Ako si Inday Sara Duterte. Matibay ang puso na maglilingkod para sa mga Pilipino, para sa Pilipinas. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
Welcome back sa Sara All For You. Shout out muna po sa mga grupong sumusuporta kay Mayor Sara Duterte. Sara All, Inday Cares, Isip Pilipinas o Inday Sara, ikalawang Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Solid Inday Sara o SIS at Sara Tayo.
Inday Sara, ikaw ang agila.
Iilang Filipino artist ang patuloy na nagpapahayag ng kanilang suporta sa kandidatura pagka-Vice Presidente ni Mayor Sara Duterte. Kabilang narito ang mga songwriter, singers na sina Ken Fraser at Rexvin Wolf. Tunghayan natin dito lamang sa Artist for Sara.
Isa po sa mga katangian na nagustuhan ko kay Mayor Inday is yung pagiging matapang niya. Bukod sa alam naman nating babae siya, pero yung tapang niya at talino niya, talagang yun yung hinahanap nating mga Pilipino. Isang leader na kayang ipaglaban yung bansa niya, na haharap sa taong matapang at may talino. Yun po yung isa sa mga nagustuhan kong katangian ni Mayor Inday Sara. Mayor Sara, bilang isang Pilipino, ako po ay buong puso ko pong ibibigay sa inyo ang aking suporta. Dahil po, ikaw po ang hinahanap naming Vice President.
Ang gusto-gusto ko yung pagiging siguro naman niya sa tatay niya, yung pagiging matapang at saka talagang maniniwala yung mga tao, talaga nang tutuhanin niya talaga yung mga plano niya, hindi siya paasa, talagang makikita natin sa kanya na talagang sincere siya sa mga dapat niyang gawin. Kaaganapan sa paligid, di mo na masikmura at bawat sandali ika'y nahihirapan na. Gustong-gusto maibsan lahat ng mga problema at nagdarasal na mabago ang sistema. Kaguluhang lumaganap, kailangang matigil na. Sabihin ng Pilipino, higpitan ng kapit-bisig, katuwang natin sundalo, pulis at ibang ahensya upang krimen at korupsyon ay tuldukan agad. At tayo'y lilipad sa ulap ng kasaganahan. Kay Sara Duterte, tuloy-tuloy ang laban. Matatag na pusong makabayan at kailangan ng sambayan na tungo sa pagulad ng Pilipinas.
Ako po si Direk Niel de Mesa ng Artists for Sara. Kung ikaw ay isang Pilipino na tunay na sumusuporta kay Mayor Inday Sara Duterte at sa tambalang BBM Sara, hinahayag mo ito sa iyong social media accounts o nagsishare ng mga posts tungkol sa Unity. At syempre, ikaw ay isang malikhaing alagad ng sining. Maaring ikaw ay isang musiko, aktor, mga awit, kompositor, taga-teatro, mananayaw, designer, graphic artist, live performer, filmmaker, manunulat, DJ, o di kaya ay nasa larangan ng multimedia at creative arts. Maaari mo nang sabihin ikaw ay isang artist for Sara. Isa sa adhikain ni Mayor Inday Sara ang pagkakapantay-pantay ng lahat ng mga Pilipino. Walang mayaman, walang mahirap, walang kasarian, walang relihiyon. Sa makatuwid, walang sikat at hindi sikat. Ang boses mo at ang iyong suporta ay mahalaga, lalo na sa larangan ng sining. Isang larangan na nais pag-ibayuhin ni Mayor Inday Sara Duterte at suportahan sa paparating niyang termino. Kung nais mong makibahagi sa mga activities o events para sa tambalang BBM Sara, mag-email lang ng inyong contact details sa artistsforsara@gmail.com. Daghang salamat at mahalin natin ang Pilipinas. Syukran.
Assalamualaikum, madayaw ug maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Maraming salamat sa mga kasapi ng Artists for Sara para sa inyong suporta sa aking mithiin na maging pangalawang pangulo ng ating bansa. Nakakataba ito ng puso at dagdag inspirasyon at lakas ng loob para sa akin. Sama-sama po tayong isulong ang isang mapayapa at maunlad na pamumuhay para sa bawat Pilipino. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas. Syukran. Ang turo ng aking mga magulang sa aking pagtatrabaho, dapat pantay-pantay ang lahat. Walang kasarian, edad o relihiyon. Walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Ang kailangan natin, trabaho, edukasyon, mapayapang pamumuhay. Ang kailangan ng bansa, pagkakaisa ng bayan, disiplinadong mamamayan, tuloy-tuloy na kaunlaran. Ako si Inday Sara Duterte. Matibay ang puso na maglilingkod para sa mga Pilipino, para sa Pilipinas. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
Andiyan sa puso natin, yung hindi humuhusga sa ibang tao.
Yun pong tao na handang tumulong, yung mga instrumentong ginagamit ni Lord, Yun pong inilift up ako, yung magbigay ng
Ako si Inday Nila, person with disability. Aalagaan ka.
ako si Inday Lai. Sasamahan kita. Ako po si Inday Jane, handang maglingkod, isang Inday. Inday will always love you.
Inday Sara, sa'yo lang umaasa.
Kahit mga kabataang Dabawenyo ay may mga opinyon din tungkol sa pamumuno ni Mayor Sara Duterte sa lungsod. Pakinggan natin ang internet sensation rap duo na sina Werdan at Real J ng The Tribe Familia tungkol sa kanilang pagpahayag ng suporta kina Apo BBM at Mayor Sara Duterte. Dito lamang yan sa Inday ng Buhay Ko.
Agila at tigre, agila at tigre. Siya ang aming bise at aming presidente. Agila at tigre, agila at tigre. Para sa ating bayan ay hindi ka magsisisi. Agila at tigre, agila at tigre. Nagsani puwersa para sa ating ikakabuti. Agila at tigre, agila at tigre. Sara ng Davao at si BBM ng Norte.
Yo, ako pala si Werdan.
At ako pala si Real J.
Kami ang
The
The
Tribe
Tribe Familia.
Tigre, agila at tigre. Siya ang aming bise at aming presidente. Agila at tigre, agila at tigre.
Si Mayor Inday Sara ang dapat maging vice-presidente kasi matapang na leader at may prinsipyo tulad ng kanyang ama.
Si Mayor Inday Sara ay matulungin at masipag at may tapang tulad ng kanyang ama.
Walang alamat, dapat di ako nakikisawsaw. Galit na galit kung ano-anong pinagsasabi. Piliin mo ang gusto mo, wala naman kaming pake. Oo, bata pa kami.
Ako nga po pala si Vince Panesa, isang sound engineer sa Davao City po. Ang katangian ni Mayor Inday Sara, sa pagkakaalam ko, matalino unang-una sa lahat at may tapang na hindi natitibag at kakampi ng mga mahihirap.
Si Mayor Inday Sara ang dapat maging vice-presidente kasi matapang na leader at may prinsipyo tulad ng kanyang ama.
Dapat si Mayor Inday Sara Duterte ang manalo para marami siyang matulungan at di na kailangan mangibang bansa ni Mama.
Agila at tigre, agila at tigre. Siya ang aming bise at aming presidente. Agila at tigre, agila at tigre.
Hindi mo sila maikukumpara sa agila ng Davao, Inday Sara, aba, mga mapanlamang, humandaan dito na siya, susupuin niya ang kurap, simulan nyo ng mga bah. Para sa kinabukasan ng kabataan, sa tulad kong pangarap ay maunlad na bayan, huwag niyong ipagkait sa amin ang bagandang bukas, piliin niyo ang leader na mahal ng Pilipinas.
Isang mayora na alam mong may talino at ayaw niyang inaapi tayo ng kahit sino. Ipaglalaban ka pag ikaw ay nasa tama. Mapagkumbaba pero hindi nagpapaawa, totoo sa sarili at walang halong drama. Anumang estado mo sa buhay siya'y nakikisama. May tapang nadala tulad ng kanyang ama.
Puti ng Pinas, gamit kanyang pakpak. Walang bahid ng kurap at hindi palpak. Tapang at may malasakit na hindi pang.
Mayor Inday, sa darating na halalan, pinapanalangin naming mga Dabawenyo na sana manalo po kayo. At alam namin na nasa ligtas at maayos ang Pilipinas pag kayo po ang naupo na bilang Vice Presidente.
Mayor Sara Duterte, Unta mapadayon nimo ang nasugdan sa imong amahan nga maayo, ug unta mas dagan pa kag tawo nga matabangan.
Akong message para kay Mayor Inday Sara, unta ikaw madaog pang Vice Presidente, o kabalo ko dagan pa ka matabangan ng mga bata, o parang sa mong kaugmaon.
Boto, Agila at Tigre, Agila at Tigre. Siya ang aming bise at aming presidente. Agila at Tigre, Agila at Tigre. Para sa ating bayan ay hindi ka magsisisi. Agila at Tigre, Agila at Tigre. Nagsani pwersa para sa ating ikakabuti. Agila at Tigre, Agila at Tigre. Sara ng Davao at si BBM ng Norte.
Bago tayo magpaalam, shout out muna sa mga grupong patuloy ang suporta kay Mayor Sara Duterte, Apo Bongbong Marcos at sa buong Uniteam. Let's Go Uniteam Coalition, Marcos Sara Duterte Alliance Umasada, Tigre at Agila ng Pilipinas, Bungabong Nueva Ecija Chapter at Santiago City Isabela Chapter, at iba't ibang BBM Sara Uniteam Chapters sa buong mundo. At dyan po nagtatapos ang Sara All For You ngayong araw ng Miyerkules. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay sa ating programa. Muli pong paalala, mag-ingat pa rin laban sa COVID-19, hindi lang para sa ating sarili, kundi para rin sa ating mga mahal sa buhay. Kaya always wear your face mask, observe social distancing at magpabakuna, mag-booster shot po tayong lahat. At sa ngalan ni Mayor Sara Duterte, ako po ang inyong lingkod, puso at serbisyo, Tech Ocampo. At ito po ang Sara All For You.
Sara Zimmerman Duterte is a Filipino politician and lawyer. She is popularly known in the Philippines as Inday Sara. The nickname Inday means beloved in the Visayan language. In her baptism records, her name is Sara Vicenta, in honor of her grandfather, Vicente. She is the second child of Rodrigo Roa Duterte, the 16th President of the Republic of the Philippines, and Elizabeth Zimmerman Duterte, a former flight attendant and teacher. Sara is the first ever elected woman and the youngest vice mayor and mayor of Davao City. Her life is profoundly backdropped by her family's long history in politics and public service. Her socio-political acumen and leadership skills have been sharpened by the Duterte family's tradition of working in the government and serving the people. Sara's grandfather, lawyer Vicente Tete Gonzales Duterte, was governor of the then undivided Davao Province from 1959 to 1965. For 3 years, starting 1965, he served as the Secretary of General Services of former President Ferdinand Marcos. Before this, he served as acting mayor of Cebu's municipality of Danao from 1946 to 1948. Sara's Lolo Tete was a man remembered by many for his humility and magnanimity. Her grandmother, Soledad Gonzales Roa, was an educator who established a foundation in Davao City that served indigenous people's children needing education. On the other hand, Sara's maternal ancestry provided her with an acute understanding of the heart of the working class. Her maternal grandfather, Godofredo Baldazo Zimmerman, was the son of George John Zimmerman, a German-American missionary, and Cristita Baldazo, who hailed from Hilongos, Leyte. Her Lolo Godo worked his way up from crew to ship captain. Sara's grandmother, Purissima Puring Fortunado Abellana, was an exuberant popular vendor in Davao City's Bangkerohan and Manila's Baclaran markets. Puring's roots are traced back to Tuburan, Cebu, and is said to be a putative descendant of Hari Tupas, the son-in-law of Hari Humabon. Before politics, Sara had a brief stint as a court attorney in the Supreme Court of the Philippines in 2006. She then served as vice mayor from 2007 to 2010 and was elected mayor in 2010 in what is now known as the biggest landslide election victory in the history of Davao. Although a newcomer in 2007, Sara demonstrated transformational leadership skills among the members of the City Council. Her colleague, the veteran legislator Pilar Braga, described her as a firm, principled, tactful negotiator, pacifier, and fearless administrator. One of the landmark legislation passed when she was vice mayor was the Watershed Code of Davao. It aims to protect, conserve, and manage the watershed areas of the city. Her landmark project while serving vice mayor was Inday Para sa Barangay, a whole-of-government approach to service every year in each of the 182 barangays of the city. It is now called the Caravan of Government Services when she moved to the city mayor's office. During her term as mayor, the timeless Davao Life is Here brand was created. It propelled Davao City's image as a desired market and destination for investment and tourism events, including the meetings, incentives, conference, exhibitions market. As a neophyte mayor in 2010, she easily gained the trust of Region 11 economic pillars. Then President Benigno Simeon Aquino Jr. appointed her as chairperson of the Regional Development Council. The RDC under her leadership made notable accomplishments that propelled the region. She was also selected as a NEDA Board Regional Development Committee Mindanao Area Committee chairperson. During her first full year as RDC chairperson, Davao Region's gross-regional domestic product expanded from 3.9% in 2011 to 7.1% in 2012. Because of this notable accomplishment, Sara was lauded by Joey Salceda, a prominent economist and well-respected member of the House of Representatives, as someone with an enlightened leadership style and sophisticated economic thinking. Under Sara's leadership, Davao City soared to greater heights and emerged as a premier city in Mindanao. For the short period of 2011 to 2013, Davao City received 36 awards, citations, and recognitions for good governance, business, tourism, health, environment, fiscal management, transparency, among others. Sara served as a regional officer of the National Movement of Young Legislators in 2007 to 2010 and served as officer in the National Executive Board of the League of Cities Philippines in 2010 to 2013. At this point, she already figured in the early surveys for senators in the 2013 elections, even if she was underage. In 2013, Sara took a respite from politics, devoting her time as one of the partner lawyers of Carpio and Duterte lawyers. She passed the pre-judicature program of the Philippine Judicial Academy in preparation for her plans to join the judiciary. Her desire to continue serving the public led her to be involved in a non-government organization, and in 2014, she was elected to the Board of Governors of the Philippine Red Cross. On the side, she worked on various product endorsements and as a segment host for a local morning news show on GMA Network. Her hosting job gave her the opportunity to volunteer, deliver relief, and report firsthand on the damage and the needs of the Boholanos during the 2013 earthquake. In 2016, Sara re-entered local politics and ran for mayor. She and her mother Elizabeth, who was in between cancer treatments, embarked on a national bus caravan called Biyaheng Duterte to help campaign for President Duterte. They were joined by some members of the family and Sara's friends and classmates from high school. Fresh from the success of the bus campaign, the centerpiece of her mayoral comeback was called Biyaheng Duterte, a political agenda guided by 30 projects for 10 priority sectors: education, health, poverty alleviation, infrastructure development, solid waste management and environment, agriculture, investment and tourism, traffic and transportation management, disaster risk reduction and management, and peace and order. As a believer of continuity, Sara's 2019 mayoral re-election bid was anchored on the 2016 platform, but this time called Biyaheng Duterte, the second trip. Sara relentlessly pursued peace and progress in her administration. As a result, she was able to lift Davao City to a stellar national status with 117 awards, citations, and recognitions from March 2017 to December 2021. Davao City is included on the 2021 Top 10 Richest Cities of the Philippines of the Commission on Audit. And in the same year, Davao City was ranked the 4th most competitive, highly urbanized city by the Department of Trade and Industry. At the end of calendar year 2022, Davao City is expected to be debt-free. At the start of 2016, when she returned as mayor, Davao City's loan balance was in the amount of 1.3 billion pesos out of all loans contracted by the city during the years 2000, between 2005 and 2010, and in 2015. Loan repayments have been consistently provided for in the budget. During her terms as mayor between 2016 and 2022, she played supporting roles to the Regional Development Council and the Regional Peace and Order Council. Sara accepted the challenge of the appointment as chairperson of both the Metropolitan Davao Coordinating Committee under the RDC and the Task Force Tuganay of the RPOC. Both committees are trailblazing peace and development initiatives in Region 11. The Metro Davao Committee lists as an accomplishment the House of Representatives and Senate approval of the creation of Metropolitan Davao Development Authority. Sara has been recognized both here and abroad for the work that she has done as local chief executive. In 2012, she was one of the 88 nominees to the prestigious World Mayor Awards and one of the only 2 Filipino mayor nominees. In 2021, she was selected as the Philippines' top-performing mayor with a rating of 93% by an independent and non-commissioned survey of the RP Mission and Development Foundation, Incorporated. It was a feat achieved in the time of the crushing COVID-19 pandemic. Foreign governments have also recognized Sara for her work, generously supporting and inviting her to learn from their countries. She was one of only 2 Philippine mayors invited in 2012 by the government of Israel to attend the 28th International Mayors Conference. In that same year, she also participated in the World Mayors Forum in Singapore. In 2018, Sara participated in an urban planning study tour in the cities of Tokyo and Kitakyushu with the Japan International Cooperation Agency. And in 2020, she attended the 88th Winter Meeting of the United States Conference of Mayors in Washington, D.C. Sara is an alumna of the International Visitors Leadership Program of the U.S. State Department. Her advocacies are reflected in the projects dearest to her, the Peace 911, Magnegosyo Taday, Pagbabago Campaign, and the Kian Gabriel Hotline. Peace 911 is a successful local peace initiative that practically brought stability to the once conflict area of Paquibato District in Davao City. The project contributed to the collapse of the New People's Army Guerrilla Front 55. Magnegosyo Taday is a livelihood support project that encourages entrepreneurship of women. The success of MTD spawned the Rainbow Magnegosyo Taday that intend to support entrepreneurship in the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transsexual community. The Pagbabago campaign is a two-pronged approach to solving interlocking problems related to poverty, children's education, and responsible parenthood. Through the Pagbabago campaign, children and parents in the communities are given bags branded as Pagbabago that contain reading materials on the importance of education and responsible parenting. Sara personally delivers these bags to children and parents. She uses her voice and influence to steer families into the right path out of poverty. The Kian Gabriel Hotline was created to allow anonymous reporting of child neglect and abuse that paved the way to rescue children in distress. The hotline was created in memory of 2 children in Davao City who died because of abuse. Since its operationalization in October 2016 and as of January 2022, no child has died at the hands of abusers in the city. In 2018, Sara led the creation of Hugpong ng Pagbabago, a region-wide political party aimed at creating a strong, peaceful, and developed region that can become a symbol of hope for our country's progress. Just like in 2016, she also went around the country in 2019, but this time on her favorite big bike, a 900cc Yamaha XSR, she fondly named Ella to help campaign for senator candidates. In November 2021, Sara took her oath as a member of the Lakas Christian Muslim Democrats National Party. Sara is currently the chairperson of both the HNP and Lakas CMD. Sara is an adopted member of the Philippine Military Academy Maharlika Class of 1984 and the Philippine National Police Academy Tagapagkalinga Class of 1991. She is a member of the Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary and the Armed Forces of the Philippines Army Reserve Command. She holds the rank of Colonel and is currently the Assistant Brigade Commander of the 2202nd Ready Reserve Combined Arms Brigade, Philippine Army. She has received several medals, ribbons, badges, and citations for her work in Davao in support of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. She also received a presidential award from former President Benigno Simeon Aquino Jr. and the Philippine Commission for the Urban Poor in December 2011. And in August 2021, Sara was celebrated by Asia Pacific Luminaire Awards as someone who has contributed to the creation of a brighter future. Sara is a Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy graduate from the San Pedro College in Davao City. She received her Juris Doctor degree from the San Sebastian College Recoletos in the city of Manila. She was presented as one of the 30 most outstanding St. Augustine awardees of San Sebastian in January 2014 and was granted by the San Sebastian College of Law the Distinguished Alumna Award for Public Service in February 2020. She also received the Distinguished Woman of Service Award from the San Beda College Alumni Association in February 2011. Sara spent 4 years of law school at the San Beda and her final year in San Sebastian. Sara is a graduate in 2011 of the twin program of the Armed Forces of the Philippines Command and General Staff College, General Staff Course, and the Development Academy of the Philippines, Master of Public Management. Sara is blessed as an adopted member of the Ate tribe of Davao City in 2013. She was given the name Bio Simulun. She is also an adopted daughter of the province of Camarines Sur and the city of Tangub, and in 2019, she was blessed as an adopted daughter of the province of Abras Tingyan tribe, given the name Dulimaman, which was inspired from the courageous heroine in the tribe's epic Wadagan Ken Dulimaman. Sara was once involved in an infamous punching incident of a court sheriff in 2011. She has twice publicly apologized for what happened and was suspended by the Department of the Interior and Local Government and reprimanded through an administrative case. Looking back, she describes the sad incident as a turning point in her life as a politician, a constant reminder not to embarrass the mandate given to me by the people. She now considers herself the best person to talk about peace because she was once a national face of rage. Meanwhile, Sara has a collection of photos of herself with facades and altars of numerous Catholic churches taken during her travels all around the country. She is keenly interested in the architecture and history of Catholic churches, believing that each reflect the faith of the people and the uniqueness of the towns where these churches are built. She is married to fellow lawyer Manassas Reyes Carpio, and they have 3 children named Shark, Stingray, and Stonefish. Inday Sara is undoubtedly no magician, but the strength of her heart to lift everyone and soar high, fight, and win makes her second to none.